Robert Vadra, the spouse of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who was questioned today for more than 5 hours by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with properties that he owns in the United Kingdom. This has become a major political issue, with the BJP alleging that they want to know the source of his wealth, because initially he had acquired one property that has now gone up to several properties. They want to know the source of his wealth. They want to know where he was able to afford all of these properties. The questioning itself lasted for several hours. There are now reactions from his lawyer. He didn't say anything as he emerged from the Enforcement Directorate headquarters just a little while back. Let's just listen in to what his lawyer had to say.
रॉबर्ट वाड्रा साहब ने कोई गलती नहीं की ये करी है। नंबर 1, इस गवर्नमेंट चाहती है पॉलिटिकल रीजन के लिए उनको हैरेस करना। उनको जयपुर में हैरेस किए। जयपुर में हमने कोर्ट गए, कोर्ट से हमको प्रोटेक्शन ऑर्डर है, मैं वहाँ जयपुर में अपीयर करूंगा। कोर्ट ने जयपुर में कहा कि आप उनको अरेस्ट नहीं कर सकते, कोई कोर्सिव एक्शन नहीं ले सकते। तो अब ईडी साहब क्या करें? उन्होंने एक नया समन्स जारी कर दिया। उस समन्स में उस समय रॉबर्ट वाड्रा साहब अमेरिका में थे, उनकी डॉटर का सर्जरी हो रहा था। तब पीछे से मालूम हुआ कि कुछ न कुछ गड़बड़ होने वाला है। ही ऑन हिज ओन वेंट टू कोर्ट एंड ही सेड, I am going to appear voluntarily before ED. You give me a date, I will appear on that date. Court gave the date of today. He has appeared on his own, even without receiving a summons. Please note, he has appeared on his own. He received no summons. They perhaps wanted to surprise him. They wanted to harass him for political vendetta. He has appeared. उन्होंने जवाब दिया है। अभी क्वेश्चन आंसर मैं नहीं कह सकता, बिकॉज इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑन है। हमारा मैटर सब जुडिस है। प्लीज डोंट प्रेजुडिस मी। ही इज अ वेरी पोलाइट मैन, ही इज अ वेरी डिसेंट मैन, ही इज अ वेरी वेल बिहेव्ड मैन। ही हैज ऑलवेज बिहेव्ड वेल। Whatever questions is required under law, he will answer, and he has answered.
My colleague Sukirti Dwivedi has been outside that ED office and joins us now. Sukirti, what were some of the main issues, the main ideas that the ED's investigators wanted to clear up in their questioning of Robert Vadra?
Well, one of the first things they wanted to check was all these other names that have come up in their entire investigation, and how Robert Vadra actually took assistance from those people in obtaining these properties abroad. Some of the names were Sanjay Bhandari, who is an arms dealer, has been absconding for quite some time. Unconfirmed reports of Bhandari being somewhere in London. So Sanjay Bhandari was actually used as a shield to obtain the main property in question, which is a 1.9 million worth property in Bryanston Square of London. And also his cousin Sumit Chadda assisted Vadra in obtaining that property. Another former employee of Robert Vadra, Manoj Arora, had also been questioned by ED in the past, and he had given certain statements and evidence to the ED. Manoj Arora is said to be the man who had all knowledge of all these undeclared assets as well as investments, and helped Robert Vadra in arranging all the funding for obtaining these properties in London. So firstly, it was about how these people are exactly linked to Robert Vadra, what role they had to play in obtaining all of these properties. That is what they asked him. And the second thing was there were certain kickbacks that were made in the form of kickbacks related to petroleum deals in 2009. Regarding those, so how these payments were made, those were also some of the questions that they posed to Robert Vadra. However, what our ED sources have been telling us, that Robert Vadra denied owning any property in London directly or indirectly, also denied links to all of these people. As far as Sanjay Bhandari and Sumit Chadda are concerned, he said, I have no links to them. Regarding Manoj Arora, he said that yes, he was a former employee, but I never asked him to write any mails on my behalf, as he has claimed to ED. So as far as accusations are concerned, Robert Vadra has denied all of those allegations. So it seems likely that he may be questioned by ED again. Vishnu.
Mike, let's go across now to NDTV's Neeta Sharma, who's also been tracking this case. Neeta, it seems almost certain that Robert Vadra will be questioned again. Is there any word from the Enforcement Directorate on how the questioning proceeded against him?
As far as the ED is concerned, Vishnu, they were saying that Mr. Robert Vadra was questioned on 3 counts. However, he was again, he denied on every aspect. The ED officers are saying that he denied his association with Sanjay Bhandari and his cousin Sumit Chadda. He also directly and indirectly also said that he doesn't own properties in London, because the ED cases that he owns 8 properties, 6 apartments and 2 mansions in United Kingdom. However, Mr. Robert Vadra has denied it. And on the 3rd account, Manoj Arora is a very key link to the entire story. Mr. Robert Vadra says he was his employee, but he denied ever, he received any email from Mr. Manoj Arora regarding the property. ED's cases, Mr. Manoj Arora used to look after all the properties of Mr. Robert Vadra abroad. So it is almost certain that he would be summoned again in this very case also. For the first time, his lawyers accepted that they have given an undertaking, and whenever the Enforcement Directorate officials want, he would be present whenever the questioning is required. This is a U-turn as far as Mr. Vadra is concerned, because as far as ED is concerned, they say they have, summoned him countless number of times. They have served so many notices on him, but he has always evaded his questioning on the account that his accountants can answer better, his lawyers can answer better, or he is not in town. That is the line which Mr. Vadra took. Interestingly, Vishnu, this is the first time that he appeared, and now on February 12th, he would be appearing before the Enforcement Directorate in Jaipur office. He, along with his mother, Maureen Vadra, would be interrogated by the ED officials there in another land-related case. Vishnu?